Everybody. This is the first time I've came to YouTube in quite a long time. I feel like this is a bit of a different stream, a bit of a interesting enough stream to bring it both to my Twitch and YouTube. But I'm mainly on Twitch, so let's let's stick on. That's where you're gonna be seeing the chat and everything too. But as you can tell by my title, it's gonna be a pretty interesting one. We're gonna be joined here by Cal. I don't know if you can hear him right now yet. I forget if those settings are okay for on my OBS there. But when we get to my new layout that I've made, you'll be able to hear him. You'll be able to call in too if you guys want to. There's a lot. There's a lot. But honestly, let's get into what the showcase is. Well, actually, you know what? To start this off, I'm gonna, before I get into the side of it, the podcast quote unquote side of it, let me start this off by saying I'm not picking left, I'm not picking right. Both sides are pretty ridiculous, and both sides, quite frankly, have a lot of issues. And I mean, I've kept my mouth shut in all of my my last year of streaming and everything on anything to do with politics. If you know me personally, you definitely know my viewpoints a bit more, but um, I mean, it's never something that I've wanted to bring to my platform because I don't want to be the one to sway anybody's opinions here or there. But as an American, I feel like I need to talk about American stuff and what we're doing as a country, the good that we are still doing, the terrible that has been obvious that we're doing, and that's coming from left and right. But without further ado, all right. So, there should be a number that's going to come on the screen here in a second. Anybody can call in when they want to. So, if you guys don't hear us on a call, then feel free to call in. I'll get the call here, get you on. When it comes to, what me and Cal here are just going to be diving into, talking about is, some real stuff. What we think about these situations. Um, what we think about our country, how we feel like things used to be, things of that nature. I mean, the whole shebang. I'm just checking my OBS real quick to make sure everything is the way that it should be. Cool, it is. Cal, say something real quick.
Yo.
There we go. I'm gonna turn you up just a bit more for this. All right. But everyone, reason why we got this big screen here in the middle is because, we're going to be able to go on to, Google, YouTube, whatever, just to, get the information that we need, fact check ourselves, talk about, this and that. But to start things off, I mean, Cal, we were talking a little bit previously. I told you not to do too much research into it just because we would kind of talk about it more in depth when we got to it, just so I get your genuine reaction and just kind of how your first thought feelings on it, opposed to being able to sit there and think about it. Because then I want you to be able to sit there and think about it, and you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
first opinions are always anyways. So we're gonna be talking about the ICE situation, the woman who had sadly lost her life due to the what happened?
Oh,
Oh my, yeah, whoops, that was my mistake. That was totally on me.
bro, what happened?
Oh, nothing happened. I thought that something had happened with my stream, like actually something ended with it, but it was just the way that I had brought something up. Um
Mm.
or I minimized OBS so it did close my chat, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh,
But anyways, to get right back into it, everybody. The woman who sadly lost her life due to ICE's negligence. Um, so what had happened in that situation, unlucky, is essentially the woman, um, lack for better terms. There's she had lost her life. She from all the videos that we're seeing. I'm not too certain if we can go into seeing them. If we can, uh, uh, yeah, you know what? I'm sure we can. So let's just go into them. But I can't actually share my screen right now. That might actually just destroy everything. So I'll send you.
I'm, I'm,
I'll
I
send
see
you.
it on the.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
mean,
shit, it's slightly delayed though. No.
yeah, I was gonna say. So I'll send you links to it so you can pull it up.
All right.
Bro, I feel like a dick. I didn't even know what her name was that passed away.
Oh my.
Like I just know that a
I'm
woman
not.
had lost. I just know that a woman lost her life, via ice. I feel like a dick. I don't remember what her name was. The fuck. Well, you know what? This will be woman who lost her life to ice. Renee Nicole Good. Renee Nicole. I'm going to make sure to put fucking censored because I don't wanna. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no. God.
But so you not knowing anything about this situation and everything, just I mean, hell, do me a favor real quick and look up Renee Good shooting multiple angles censored on just on YouTube. And I mean, you can see any of the videos there. I don't know if we can find any of just the raw footage or anything. Close examination. I don't want examinations. I just want the videos. I didn't even know that he talked about it. So it was justified. It was a show video. Let's see.
We have new video tonight, a new angle of the deadly
one should I
shooting.
be
We're
clicking?
also learning more about the ICE agent who killed Renee Nicole Good. CBS
first
LA's
one?
Tom Waite
The Black
joining
American
us
lady?
now with the very latest.
Yeah, some more information too
newscaster.
about kind of the tactics that ICE is supposed to use in these situations. We'll get into that in just a second, Pat.
I'm not sure if
the
it's a
Trump
good video or
administration
not,
is
though.
fiercely defending the ICE agent at the center of this, but use of force experts
But
that
I'll
we
find
talked to
out.
tonight are raising questions about the incident.
I'm gonna actually kind of zoom around. Oh yeah, it's about to actually show the footage.
Newly
if you zoom to 30 seconds in.
released cell phone video obtained by CBS News for the
Zoom
first time shows the ICE agent's
forward.
point of view and what are likely Renee Good's last words. The agent,
Thank
who
you, Greg,
appears to
thank
be
you.
filming this with his cell phone, approaches the car. Her car is blocking traffic. He circles around to the driver's side.
That's fine. U.S. citizen.
As Good's wife, who is also
Gonna do
filming,
something real
tries to
quick.
get
Apologies,
inside the
everybody.
car,
I just wanted
other
to,
officers rush toward the driver's side door.
Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, I see. I just got the video sent to me, everybody. Let me pull this up real quick. And also, baby Gerg, I wanted you to be in the be in the stream and just kind of give your viewpoint and things like that too. That was why I'd hit you up and things like that. Just not even just on this, just a lot of things in general that are going on. All right, let me get back to here. All right. All right. Is this censored?
The one I'm looking at?
No, the one that I'm looking at on my screen. I guess just peek at that.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's okay. We don't change our plates every
Yeah,
morning,
watch this.
just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa!
Bro, and then he said fucking bitch. Oh my. Wild. Like, bro, see, here's my thing about it. Like, well, actually, you know what? Let me get your, just, seeing that footage and everything. What's your opinion?
So, from what I saw, because I didn't really get volume on that because what's called, it's on your stream, and I don't want to get double voices. So,
Oh, you know what? What am I doing
yeah,
here? Let me,
yeah.
hold up. How do I look at my fucking history? Oh, there we go.
About to get Dylan's browser history right now. On stream? No, I'm just kidding. Didn't be anything bad. We're all good.
Nothing at all. I'm
Yo.
going to, put this,
Oh, you just gotta basically paste that to me.
yeah.
I get you. All right.
All right. Oh, 1 second. Ooh, Baby Gerg said drag him. Alright. Alright, Baby Gerg. What up, Baby Gerg? I'm gonna adjust my OBS real quick. Alright, everybody. Let me just adjust things here. Sorry about the complications here. We have a new arrival on the scene, and he's got some beautiful opinions. I've known this guy quite a number of years. He's a very, very smart guy. I'm happy that he's here with this conversation. I don't know if you've been.
Possibly the smartest. No, just kidding.
I don't know if you've been
God.
seeing the numbers pop, or the number pop up, Baby Gerg, but if this ends up popping up at all, or there's anybody who joins who's just, got some free time, there's a number popping up so someone can call in and talk to us about the current state of America if they want to.
It's gonna be interesting.
Alright. I don't have friends.
Oh yeah, question. Wait, where would we hear it from though? Would it come from your mic? Because we're all on, Discord.
Ooh, shit, that is a fair point.
Hold on, I don't hear you guys in Discord. Give me 1 sec.
That is a very fair point. How would we make the caller pop? How would I make le caller pop?
Okay, hello. I can hear you now.
Hello.
Yo.
I'm adding the Gerg cam real quick.
Cameo.
I can turn on the Gerg cam, but man,
If you want to.
my room's a
you don't-
fucking mess right now.
I was gonna say, if you want to, you don't got to. I know that Unlucky did not turn on
You're showing the contacts.
the cal cam.
You're showing your contact
What? Oh, on
on
Discord?
the stream.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's just my Discord contacts with the most random usernames in the world.
No. The call-in one was on there too.
Oh. Hell yeah. Baby Gerg?
Hello.
Alright, cool. I was just making sure that I got a little more room with you there. And on that angle. Don't need to be perfect, but also. Alright, say something again, Baby Gerg?
What's up?
Alright, perfect. I mean, not perfect, but good enough.
Zombies we got up in here.
Go. Now Gerg has been added to the panel. Perfect. All right. So, baby Gerg. So, I told Cal here not to. He obviously he knows about the situation that had taken place, but like the video there that he had seen and what I had just did I DM that to you, Cal? Yeah, no, I put that in the chat here in the voice chat here. That video though and everything, like this is the first time that he's seen any of the footage or is having any knowledge of what's going on. So I mean, you and I are a bit I guess a bit more knowledgeable on it in the regard of I don't know. I think I'm very supportive of ICE, but I am not supportive of how little training they have. Not supportive at all. Like how do I word? I'm supportive with the mission statement,
How
but
long do you think that guy that did the shooting was on the job?
well, actually, looking into his background, if I recall correctly, and I'm gonna end up fact checking myself unless you know this off the top of your head. 6 months prior, he was actually on administrative leave because he had gotten or not administrative leave, but he medical leave and like he was hurt. He had gotten hit by a car, like actually run over by a car and everything, and was on leave for like 6 months or things like that. Comes back and shoots this woman, to where it's like aren't there procedures to where it's like you need to make sure you're ready to go back on the streets and things like that? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, if do you know this factually or not? Because if not, I'm gonna fact check it.
No, he was dragged by a car, but that wasn't, how long do you think he was on the job? Like,
I'm not sure.
he was an agent since Obama era. An agent for around like 10 years.
Okay.
I think,
Okay,
yeah,
but still,
Academy's probably just as long as about Police Academy. So
well, okay, but I mean, here's the thing: the for the people who have been there, yes, they're I mean, quote unquote veterans. And then when it comes to all these new guys getting in, I mean, it's almost been, I mean, like it's more laxed to bolster the numbers. Are they still going through training over time and things like that? Yes, I'm sure they are, but they're getting put on the streets a hell of a lot sooner than they should be. And then when it comes to this guy, I mean, I mean, yeah, he could have been a veteran, and so in hell, if this was previous to him getting, fucking dragged by a car, could this situation have turned out a lot differently? Possibly, we don't know. But the point being is, he got dragged by a car 6 months prior, and he was cleared to be back on the street, and then shot a woman when he got tapped by a vehicle. That to me, whoever cleared him is in the wrong. Maybe necessarily he might not have been because he was going through PTSD. Whatever could have been going on there, but there was some wrongdoing there, bro. At least in my opinion.
yeah, I mean, that's your opinion there. I personally think it was justified. Um, a car is a deadly weapon. I mean, if you're gonna analyze it, frame by frame, um, of course you could say like, oh well, she was turning her wheel or something of the sort. But if you're an officer, you also have a split-second decision to make. And that split-second decision, you're like, oh fuck, I'm about to get run over again. Like, it's self-defense at that point.
Well, that's the thing there. That's what I'm talking about. The again part, to where it's like, and I mean, I guess it's just what ifs and everything. But like, what I'm gonna literally start with what if. But what if it wasn't this officer that we were seeing the footage of, but the officer across from with the mask on that had gotten tapped? Maybe he wouldn't have fired because he didn't just get dragged by a car 6 months prior. It's a thing to where it's like, was he suited to be back on the street at that point in time yet?
I think so. I don't think him firing his weapon in self-defense was a indicator that he wasn't ready to be on the street. I think it was a shitty situation. I think she sucks. It sucks that she died.
Do you think that?
I
Do you? I mean, are you?
It's sad, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. That's okay.
I'm not gonna make fun of her or anything, but I also don't think her actions were justifiable as well. I think she disobeyed a lawful order, and I also think her wife was in the wrong when she told her to, drive, baby, drive. Probably not the best wording when you're being ordered out of your car and there's an agent walking in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely, I mean, was egging the situation on. I'll give you that much. I mean, it wasn't. I can, yeah. I mean, I still can't. I still can't agree with the. I feel like that could have gone a bit differently. Especially, I mean, why were they even trying to drag an American citizen out the car to begin with?
Because she was blocking the road for like 4 minutes, impeding operation, honking to alert of ICE. The guy who got out of the car, his vehicle broke down, and he was getting out of his car to record it, so they can. I don't know what, or like arrest her later on, send it to the authorities. But the situation they were in, like you can see videos of her like sitting outside in that position for like 4 minutes straight, just honking her horn because the ICE agent was stuck in the snow.
Now, unlucky, assuming you've just watched that video and everything, and hearing us our back and forth here and everything, what's your opinion?
I'm watching it right now because yeah.
Okay.
Again, you can analyze it frame by frame, but it's not like being in the moment and needing to make a split-second decision.
No, I mean, of course, there's always split. I mean, and that's the thing. That's why it's like, I mean, the officer is the one who shot the weapon, so of course he is ultimately going to be at fault for ending that woman's life, whether it was lawful or not. But
I'm sure he didn't want to. Nobody wants to Nobody wants to kill anyone.
brother at the end of the video said fucking bitch.
Yeah, because she hit him with the car, man. What would you say after you get hit with a car? What a lovely person. Like,
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's just,
adrenaline. You got all that adrenaline pumping through your body. Here, I'm gonna send you something else too.
is this something I can pull up on stream?
Yeah. This is like
So
some of the minutes beforehand.
I don't quite know if they. Oh wait, unless it shows it here, because.
This is why they were telling her to stop and get out of the car and such.
So who fired?
The ICE agent who was in front of her car.
That cop who the recording, the officer recording was one who got hit.
Did he fire? Because in the recording, I barely see it. Like, obviously, I'm not saying it didn't happen. Obviously, it did. But like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck, like where. Because that car kept going. Was she shot and then the car just kept moving?
Yeah,
or-
because
She shot and she died, and
yeah,
then
she died. I mean, I'm fairly certain. I mean,
they're trying to find a better one.
I think she might have died on impact. I don't know for certain, but I mean, it was like I think the video might have cut off, but like she drove straight into a fucking telephone pole or something, or drove right into a ditch. She like drove right off the road.
Yeah, and she was accelerating at a very high rate of speed as well. Like you can hear it in her
Okay,
engine.
so
when
yeah.
she
Sitting
takes
there.
off.
Hold on. I have a chat.
I sent you a new one.
I have a chat that said the police investigated themselves. They said it was a good shot. What the fuck? Like I mean,
What?
I don't mean to laugh about that, but what the fuck? Like, no.
Damn.
What? Can you defend that, Greg? Like what?
Dude, I mean, how am I supposed to defend that? It's honestly a meme at this point.
It's a me already.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Fuck.
it's one of the tags on my stream. I mean, I love dark humor, so I mean, I'm gonna laugh at that. I mean, it's wild that a fucking police agency or a federal agency decided to come out with a fucking like we investigated ourselves and we've decided it was a good shot. Like what? Excuse the fuck out of me.
Oh my.
Genuinely, I think it was a clean shot. But I do think, in agreement with that one there, I think an investigation would clear things up just to get everything out of the way, get like an impartial opinion on it, rather than one from HSI. I think the evidence is clear in my opinion, but I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not a defense attorney, so I can't definitively say.
So just to verbally run down everything that happened. So basically, from what I could see, they were telling the one lady, yeah, the car. The other one was recording.
Her wife,
That was
videotaping
yeah.
her. Yeah,
Okay,
they were planning on this, dude.
And then you said what? So what she was doing was blocking the ICE agent's vehicle, and then
Let me add
basically
you real
honking
fast
to
on
alert
Discord.
people?
I'm gonna add you on Discord, so I'm gonna send you a video.
Oh, that's right. You sent me
Okay.
that too.
So what you're saying happened? So basically, yeah, they were blocking the road and honking to alert people that they're ICE agents, or
Yeah, no, and they were also following him around beforehand, like to like because that's
Cam.
what they fucking do.
Gerd cam's getting messed up real quick. Sorry, everybody.
okay, and then they were just trying to get them out of the car. I'm assuming to question them.
Yeah, because she was blocking traffic while the ICE agent was stuck in the snow.
Oh, of course, I guess it makes sense.
Here.
Okay, so and then after that,
Here we go. I sent you the video.
the wife told her to just drive, right?
Yeah, drive, baby, drive.
Because that's smart. So she did
Something else
drive,
bad for it.
and though she did, it seems tap the ICE agent. Shit. So that's probably what's sparking the most controversy on it. That she tapped him and didn't go like directly and like right at him. She
Right.
was at an angle to which it was visible that she wasn't trying to, but at the same time she did. See, that's a difficult one because in their handbook it says they can discharge if they feel like the vehicle could cause any sort of bodily injury or even death. So it's more about what in that handbook is considered like enough force, basically.
See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. By law, and I mean, even watching the video and everything, by law, it seems like dude's gonna get off clean. But I can't. It doesn't help but leave a fucking bad taste in my mouth just the way that the whole situation transpired. It's like it's almost like they acted like a fucking gang rather than a federal agency. I don't know. It's I mean, because I mean, look, by the book and like looking at this video that you just sent me to, I mean, you're right. I mean, by like law wise and by the book, they probably gonna get off. But it's like
100% justified. It was sad. I don't like to see anyone lose their life. I think it's a sad situation. But yes, legally justified.
what the I don't like that.
Even by Minnesota law, nobody likes it, dude. I mean, nobody wants to use their weapon to hurt or kill someone. I mean, I guess some people do.
I mean,
I was gonna say,
Some
I wouldn't
sick
say
people.
nobody.
people in the world.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
Anybody
say
with a good
nobody.
anybody with a good moral compass, I should say.
There we go.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, there are some sick people, no doubt about that, man. Hey, look at the video. Look at the other video I sent you as well. You,
Oh, I did. That's what I was just looking at because that's
no,
what,
no, the one. It was 2 before that. I sent you 3 videos.
Oh.
I don't think I received the ones you sent.
I don't think you added me back, did you? Oh yeah, you did.
I just did.
Here you go.
All right. Yeah.
The one from John Carlson.
Let me lower the volume. That's loud as fuck.
You can see how fast the car is going, brother.
Oh shit. Wait, hold on though.
Dude got smacked.
Yeah.
It wasn't a love tap.
Like, see, that's the thing. Like, all right, brother got smacked, and I think if it wasn't for his training, that car would have rolled over him.
Yes. He was justified, man. I'll die on that hill.
I mean, see, my biggest thing about it is just like their tactics and the way they're going about things, though, is my big that situation still should never. I don't know. I mean, looking at everything and the way that that's actually broken down, yes. I mean, like it appears that this was just a very fucking shit, unfortunate thing to happen, and whatever happened with this ICE officer seemingly might be justified, but it's like, bro, I can't help but look at everything else that they're doing, and I mean, bro, it's already it's proven what the number is, like right under 200, something like that, of legal people who have been deported. To where it's like, if that's the number that's factually given out, and then we also hear of all these different people who are being mistreated, and I mean, lack for better words, I mean profiled, it's like, and while on one hand I can recognize the profiling, because if it's, oh, we're gonna send the illegal, Mexicans back, you're gonna be looking at, darker skinned people, but I mean, that doesn't give an excuse to just go after anybody who's of a darker complexion.
That's
I don't
similar
think that's really
to what
happening.
happened around when I forgot when it was, but when America had those internment camps when with like what was it
Hey,
called?
my
Was
people,
it weapon?
Japanese,
Yeah. Was this around like was this
World
more
War II.
around like World War II? Yeah, okay. It's almost similar enough to that to where like at that time it was more like they might be a spy, but around this age it's just about it's the easiest way to identify them, so they're going by it.
Yeah.
And it's just
They have ways of identifying as well. They have intel. It's not like they're just going around the streets and picking up brown people, because I'd be picked up then, you know.
oh, oh god.
That's the thing. They are though. I mean, that's like I mean, bro, like you like from videos that I've seen and things like that, it's like you've got an accent, your chances of being picked up are you fucking like it's a whole thing about like we've been taught. I mean, and hell, you know this going back to like fucking when we were growing up and everything together. It's like we were taught to fucking flex our rights and things like that sometimes and all that. Anybody who just has a bit of an accent but they're a legal citizen, they try flexing their rights to an ICE agent. Oh well, it looks like you're going downtown, buddy. To where it's like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now, are these like where are these documented accounts? 'Cause
Like
I would
these
like
are
to see that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the bigger cities to where it's gonna be your New Yorks, your LA's, and fucking fucking Chicago. But
Yeah, I live in a big city too.
yes, but it's not the Trump's
I live in
response.
a sanctuary state.
Yes, exactly. So Trump's response to I mean what Trump's response to fucking to illegals in those three cities in particular has been the most extreme. You see the most fucking ICE agents there. You see the most. I mean, it's most prevalent in those areas.
Yes, because of the sanctuary policies as well, though, and just the amount of illegal immigrants
Exactly.
in
But what
those
I'm saying,
areas.
exactly, bro. But what I'm saying, like, bro, it's been documented plenty of times, and bro, like, and there's a handful of our buddies too that are pretty damn right wing that still live there. I'm not gonna name any of their names to just because of the safety of our stream and everything, but people that you and I are pretty damn close to that uh, are questioning things themselves because of things that they've been seeing and all that like firsthand because they're still there.
I'm surprised I haven't seen any fucking like ICE agents at all in my state. I'm like, man, we're bordering with them. How am I? How is this not like a hot spot for ICE agents? I guess.
Because your state complies. If you're in Texas, I'm assuming.
No, he's in
You're,
I'm in
no.
Cali.
Yeah, he's in
oh, you're in
Cali.
Cali?
Yeah.
Oh, well, your state doesn't comply then. I don't know. Are you in a big city?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're if I recall correctly, I mean it's a lot of it too is where the protests are going on. Like it's like it's interesting. If there's protests going on, ICE agents are a lot more prone to do some nasty. If there's not protests going on, they're just going about their business.
I feel like they're more prone to being in an immediate threat as well. If we're talking about them detaining citizens, like sometimes I can see it being justified for sure. Not like going around picking up people based on their color. Because
Well, bro, here's the thing: they're detaining people during protests and things like that, to where it's like, fuck that. I'm trying to like, it's a protest. Now, if people
yeah, you have your First Amendment right, but once you get violent,
I was gonna say, now if these people are getting violent, that does cross a line. But it's like, bro, like I'm saying, talk to some of our buddies. I'm telling you.
message me.
In a while I will. I don't want to keep dodging back and forth on the stream because every time I go to something that's sent, it it messes up the Gurgan Cal cam.
Ah,
um
message me on your phone.
um oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Let me see real quick.
See, I like Trump, but I wish he would just be more aggressive. Not maybe. I mean, immigration's cool, but like I mean, like with actually enforcing the laws and the people breaking the laws.
All
Like
right.
when these people broke into the church on Sunday while they were worshiping, just because the pastor works for ICE, like that was unacceptable. Like,
Oh, I mean,
as
and that's totally a double-edged thing for me too. I can recognize that. Like, here's the thing too about ICE agents. There's been plenty of documented cases where ICE agents have been doxxed and things like that. Like, fuck no, that's not right. I understand
there's a
why.
website dedicated to it, so
I understand why they're masked up and things like that. But I do agree with the sense of the fear factor that people feel when they do see these masked up individuals. So let them stay in the very unmarked vehicles that they're in, the very hidden vehicles that they're in. But their gear and everything that they have on, all their masks, all their let them stay concealed as they want. But plaster fucking ICE logos all over all that, so at least somebody fucking know. You know what I mean? Like that should be that's a good compromise.
to have like immigration and customs enforcement on them.
Like all
Yeah,
over them,
I can see that.
because I mean, a lot of the times they're wearing street clothes and things like that now, to where it's like, oh, like I mean, I think that's a good compromise because I can recognize for their safety because of the doxing that's been going on with them. Let them stay concealed, but bro, plaster ICE all over them so people know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like getting run up on.
No, literally.
No, that's understandable.
Empty your pockets, fool. Actually, no, they'd sound more. They would not sound like. That's who they're looking for. Fuck.
Oh my.
Uh,
Now I'm gonna start with this broad statement. Like so on a double-edged thing to move into the next topic. I think that I think that the what we did in Venezuela was uh was absolutely terrible because while I can agree and see that the outcome that has happened for the people there is fucking amazing for them, the precedent that we've now set up in the regard of yep, we can nab this leader now sets up for whether it be Russia, whether it be China, to go and nab the Taiwanese leader, to go and nab the Ukrainian leader and fucking jumpstart those conflicts. So it's like, while I can recognize, like, just to summarize, while I agree that the outcome was great and I'm happy of the outcome, I really wish we went about it another way. And I recognize that another way would have costed a lot more lives. But I don't have a better way in terms of less lives that would have been lost. But it's like that has now set up a terrible precedent going forward on a world scale.
so okay, so Venezuela. My fuck, to my knowledge, what we just sent in a bunch of troops and they were able to snatch that dude up within like a night, right?
Bro,
Like
fucking
God
not
bless our
very.
military within a few hours, bro.
bro, literally, it was
Not,
bro. You could
Shores wherever.
Bro, you could have literally fucking watched fucking Lord of the Rings and you would have been back in America.
It was an arrest warrant served by the DEA as well. I mean, that bounty and warrant were on Maduro's head since Biden era.
Since
Like,
Obama.
yeah,
Like so,
they
like
must have gotten intel
and that's the thing.
from.
I recognize that, and like, and I get the whole like the logistical fucking I say this in a wishy-washy way. The strategical masterpiece that it was in the regard of like, I'm not saying masterpiece like, oh, it's a good thing. Masterpiece in the regard of that was an insane fucking move that they pulled. Like being able to pull that off. To where it's like I recognize what went into that, and I recognize that yes, the least amount of people died, and that's obviously the best case scenario. But now, what if Russia goes and snags fucking Zelensky, or I don't know the Taiwanese president, but China goes and snags their president? Like, that's a terrible precedent to set up.
So just so because I'm a little what's the word? Fucking. I don't know. I just don't know much in regards to that. So, how would us snagging this dude? Because you said he had some sort of like bounty because he did whatever the fuck.
Drug smuggling, yeah, or allowing
okay,
drug smuggling in the U.S. Yeah,
I see. So what would
trafficking.
cause that to warrant other countries snagging other, like,
Because
what is?
because we've labeled Maduro. The United States, labeled him a war criminal. Labeled him put a bounty on his head. Other countries fucked with them. Russia, China, other countries fucked with them. Russia comes out tomorrow and says, Zelensky's hell, if they haven't already, which I'm sure they have. Zelensky's a war criminal. He's done X, Y, and Z. We need to bring him in and charge him. Well, then that gives Russia the right to do it too, then, right?
Okay, I get you, because now they're using the logic. Hey, they did this because we put a bounty on someone, and then we took our bounty that we put on them. So yeah, I guess that's understandable and why that could be a bad thing.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Again, it's a what if situation, and I don't think
that's
we
a
would
what
allow
if.
that
I think that's
to happen.
We wouldn't allow, bro. We're already fucking. I mean, in my opinion, bro, we're one step away from not having any friends anymore.
Wasn't there a freaking threat from NATO directly to our president?
I mean, it was a fucking long-winded fucking as much as I love our neighbors, you know, we talk to a lot of people from overseas. Their world governments, like, until they can, as shitty as it is, and I hope they can fucking figure things out. But it's like, until they rely on us when it comes to certain things so heavily, mainly military power, to where it's like, that's why you see them spending like crazy on their military right now, because they're trying to not, they're trying not to be friends with us anymore. They don't want to rely on us anymore, so they don't have to fucking, if essentially, like, in my mindset, the way that I'm looking at this, they're doing all this spending finally to either A, prepare for for a war, or B, so even if we end up still being friends, even if everything still ends up being good, they can have the munitions and have the military power to we get another figure that strains these relations like Trump has. They can be like, all right, well, we're done. We don't need you guys anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's a scary time.
Enjoy the ride.
Oh my god!
I saw you had no arguments to that. Just, you know what, seemed logical.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid, man.
Man.
I'm just sitting back and enjoying the ride.
Like, I mean, like, I truthfully think that Trump decides to go through with his Greenland acquisition. I mean, that will be the, I mean, essentially, I mean, fucking people say it, but I mean, the Franz Ferdinand of our World War III, like what starts our World War III.
So what the fuck happened with Greenland? Why are they a target now?
Hell, low key, thinking about it, Maduro would be the Franz Ferdinand.
I guess. But what did happen with Greenland? Why are they under threat now?
Why do we want Greenland? Because China and Russia, we don't want China and Russia to go there, and you know, we need to set up military bases. You know, make sure that, bro, they've said for years that they're okay with us setting up military bases. Hell, we had military bases there for years and years, and China nor Russia has ever once said a damn word about, you know, interest in Greenland. And if we were you know, taking our friends seriously and on our friends' side, you know, the smartest thing is to stick together. So if Russia and China were to even have that idea, it would be like, oh, hey, look what they're trying to do. Hey, Russia, bad. Hey, China, bad. And we're all together to say that to them instead of, like, what are we doing?
Do you think this was the first time we've ever talked about getting Greenland?
No, bro, it's been going on for 100 years. But the way that we're going about it,
since 1867, pretty much.
But it's always been peace talks, and it's always been in a peaceful way, and it's always fallen through, and nothing's gone about, and it's always been like, oh shit, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, wish we had it. But what we're doing right now, we haven't done, because those are supposed to be our friends.
I think the world is very hateful of Trump, very polarized of Trump, other countries, and anything he does will get a negative connotation from other world leaders, even if it fell in line.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
I think it's kind of hard for him to do anything without getting a lot of pushback.
Bro, but I don't think that's like. Here's the thing. I voted for Trump last election. I can't say that I would have, like, if this is how I knew things would turn out, because it's like, bottom line is, it's like, I can't support him ruffling the feathers of all of our friends, making all of our friends detest our actions. Like, what we're like that. That doesn't. While I can recognize that they need to not rely on us, not rely on us when it comes to a handful of facets. That's not an excuse to start to bully them.
Why not? Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, man. Why is it like, man? Fuck it. Oh.
Like, I don't know, bro. It's the world is very, very close to global conflict, I think. I mean, it's like the analogy that I've been using recently. It's like where everybody's at this big meeting. They've all been given their what would it be called? Their quarterly, I guess, like exams, to make sure they're so up to date and everything. Uh, you know, everyone's very quiet room, very tense situation. Nobody wants to be the dude to drop that pencil. Nobody wants to be the dude to break their fucking pencil. That is the only thing that's stopping World War III. It's just because.
What, you think they're gonna strike us?
No, bro. It's no. I'm just saying. Nobody. Whether I'm saying whether it's Trump, whether it's somebody there, whether it's just nobody wants to be the person to be that guy to actually go and do something. While I think that all this shit that Trump is saying is very scary, I don't know that he's actually going to act on it, because he does that. It's a wrap.
It's the art of the deal, baby. It's not not about actually starting conflict, I think. If it does, then I'll be proven wrong. But I don't think it's going to start another war necessarily. People were saying when we bombed Iran effectively
in the Middle
that,
East, bro, none of
shit.
our allies fucked with the Middle East necessarily. Greenland is a direct ally, bro. They are Danish. They're friends.
Yeah, but nonetheless, people were saying, I get where you're coming from, but people were saying when we bombed Iran, oh shit, it's going to start World War III. People were panicking as well. I don't think anything's going to come of this. I really don't believe he'll take it by force. At least I hope not. I think it'll be more of a partial acquisition of land to set up bases.
And if we could do something like that peacefully, then I mean, while it's still a bit like, I mean, the people obviously aren't too on board with it, whatever. I mean, at least we were able to acquire it that way. Like, bro, the moment there's any fucking like boots on the ground, we're going to war to take this place. It's a wrap, bro.
I think it'll be monetary transactions.
I don't know, like. I've also been, and this is a bit on the fucking conspiratorial side of things, but I've also been seeing a lot of videos recently of like, fucking just different like whether it be Trump or Vance or different fucking politicians on the right talking about how like, make sure you guys get some nice presents and everything, for Christmas. Could be the last, like, just like or things about like talking about like the last New Year, like, bro, just very ominous, like making it seem like it like America is not gonna be America by this time next year. You know what I'm talking about at all?
No. Stop smoking. Bad for your lungs.
Alright, bro. I stopped smoking finally, and I'm gonna tell other people not to smoke. Shut the
Damn right I
fuck
am.
up.
What?
Bro, it's been like a year now. My lungs feel so much better.
Yeah, I'll play this on stream. I don't know, like fucking
Y'all don't find it weird that the president of the United States, Donald Trump,
Very
just said that this Christmas that we just had is the last Christmas that we will ever have? Y'all don't find that strange?
Folks, enjoy what may be your last Christmas.
It's the fact that he can just say that out loud and no one is raising questions on what he means by this being our last Christmas. But with the things that are going on in this world, with the fact that we have just went into a war with Iran once again to help Israel. It's always like, Israel. I just don't understand.
Merry Christmas.
The writing's on the wall on what they are trying to do. Also, there was some...
You don't know what that's from, do you?
I know what that is. It's Harris freaking speech.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I want to find the fucking full video, not someone talking shit about it.
That's all you're gonna find, brother. I'll find it. I'll find it. Twitter is the place to go, man.
A Christmas message posted by former President Donald Trump has sent shockwaves across the political landscape. On Christmas Day, Trump shared a provocative post on his Truth Social account, warning Americans with a stark...
Oh, that's not what we're talking about. We can go into that too, but that's a whole nother fucking can of worms.
Yeah,
no,
bro needs...
the list.
Bro has no chill, I will say.
The fucking...
Including the radical left scum that is doing everything possible to destroy our country. Dude, that I was like, I read that, I'm like, bruh. Like, you can chill a little bit.
The fact that
funny.
first time chatter though hit it with the fucking, like, that's wild to me. Her name I think was Han_Fixar_Cabalin, and it was the police investigated themselves. They said it was a good shot. Such a wild fucking bro.
You're still going.
Because I just seen that on my Twitch chat, so it's just such a wild fucking. You find the video?
You know, no, I can't.
Okay.
Because I don't know where it is.
All right, let's see here.
What the fuck was I just thinking?
Jesus. Oh my, bro! It was taken out of context.
Of course it was.
Trump's Christmas message for sleazebags who loved Epstein. Enjoy what may be your last Christmas is what is. What?
What do you know?
What do you know?
That's why social media kind of sucks sometimes. You gotta look at it from all angles. They're gonna take clips of him saying anything and be like, see?
So the files.
The files. Yeah. This is always a fun subject.
Right.
What do you think about him, Greg?
What do you think I think about him?
I don't
Curious.
Know. I don't know what I think you think. What do you think I think?
Probably the same thing I think.
Huh. Okay, and what is that you think?
It's not handled well. And I wouldn't want to make speculation on it. I think they just need to release them in full.
Yep. Yep.
I think Pam Bondi's doing a terrible job.
Yep.
I think you should hire someone else.
We don't need to get too deep into who could be on that because, like you said, I don't want to pass any type of allegation. I mean, we could visit the people that were confirmed to, if we wanted to, but
Mr. Clinton.
I don't want to. Was he?
At least all the photos.
Were those? But I mean, in today's day and age, could those have been doctored? You know what I mean?
True. Anything can be.
Like, until something comes out, because there was a little bit of a fucking flight log that came out. I forgot who was implicated.
Just look up the raw data. That is what I'm gonna tell you. Don't look at people's opinions on it. Always look at the raw data.
You know what? I'm just gonna go straight to ChatGPT with this one.
You know it's gonna be like Donald J. Trump. That's the first option that ChatGPT says. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm an old man. Holy shit.
All right.
Bro, time flies. How old are you, Dylan? Like 25 now?
He's like, hello. No.
Alright, so let's see.
You notice it says Donald Trump, former U.S. president. That's so funny.
Those people were
ChatGPT needs to get up to date.
It do, though. Alright, so people who have been confirmed to be on the list is, I mean, obviously Ghislaine, Jean-Luc Brunel, who French modeling agent accused of, okay. Sarah Kellen.
Prince Andrew.
Oh, you know what? Let's keep the words safe for Twitch, please. Alright, cool. Alright. So, Ghislaine Maxwell, we got Jean-Luc Brunel, Sarah Kellen, also known as Sarah Kingston, identified, prosecuted under the co-conspirator. Federal judge said she was criminally responsible. Not tried. Alright, so people often mentioned online but not found guilty or charged in documents, logs, or testimonies. We've got Clinton, Trump, Andrew. This is the one that I was thinking about too. That actually went a bit further than all the others. Because even though he never got found guilty, he had the whole civil settlement thing. Fucking former Prince Andrew.
Yeah, I think there's more concrete evidence on Prince Andrew.
Don't say former. Any of my British fans or anybody like that will literally fucking tear you a new one. Like, I accidentally said that to Athachu, and he like, bro, I could feel the steam from England.
Do they like this? Like what? Oh wait, did he actually get convicted? Is that why?
Well, it was a civil settlement. It was It was a no criminal ruling. But I mean, they literally stripped him of his fucking of his royal status. Took everything away from the fucking guy. So you either just call him Andrew of wherever the fuck he was from, or former Prince Andrew.
Oh shit.
Ellen Dershowitz. I don't even know who that is. Les Wexner.
Isn't he like the big? He's an investor. Dershowitz.
Okay.
Isn't he? He's a big firm owner, I think. Dershowitz.
Okay, GPT wants me.
No, he's a lawyer. Shit, that's my fault.
GPT wants me to say this for chat. There is no official Epstein client list. The only people legally proven to be involved in crimes were Epstein himself, Ghislaine Maxwell, and a small number of associates charged by prosecutors. Most other names online were never found guilty of anything. So, yeah. These are all the people that we can talk about, considering they've been in documents. We can't assume that they've been in there. Well, we can assume that. Dang, you know what? I thought Stephen Hawking would be on this list. Wasn't he proven?
He was in photos.
Oh,
fucking
fair.
creeper. Dude, that blows my mind.
Bro. I can't make any jokes right now about that. Anyways,
Oh my. I had the same idea too, but I was like, Twitch, no.
So, bro, here's my ongoing theory with that though, realistically, and I don't know if this is gonna be too big of a bombshell to fucking say online. I think I've said it to you, Cal. So if you think that is too big of a bombshell, I mean, then again, who knows if I'm. Yo, hey.
My
My baby girl.
Holy shit.
Yo, we are literally
Streaming?
yes, in the middle of one.
You're good. That's just my baby girl.
Yeah,
Dude, what's up, dude?
we are in the midst of a political stream.
Oh, political stream.
Do you want to join in?
Perhaps.
It's either
Or maybe.
Perhaps.
It's either yes or no, good sir.
I'll give you my opinions.
All right, then I need to fucking. God damn it, Nick. It's all good.
Put him on the special guest. He came late.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's good, Unlucky? How you been?
No,
Yo,
but
what's up, brother?
No, what I'm talking about is now I have to go and fucking edit all the
Oh no.
You don't gotta edit anything. You'd be like with plus an extra or something like that.
Try not to make your mom's order again.
Oh no. Go look at my stream. You'll see what I'm doing. You'll see what I mean by ad. Are you shitting right now, bro?
I am shitting.
Bro!
I'm not actually shitting. I'm not actually shitting.
Okay.
I'm not actually shitting. Oh fuck, you guys are so mad though.
Christ,
Should have seen your face. You should have seen your face.
Bro,
that'd actually be kind of fucking wild, though.
On stream, come on now.
If it was on stream, it'd be crazy, but like, you know, Dylan's a, you know, I was his best man, you know, let's just put it that way.
Okay, bro.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I see what you're doing. You got the whole editing screen. Oh, you're trying to get the special guests in.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you on. I'm gonna throw you on there in a second. I just need to get Baby Gerg situated.
Yo.
What's up, Guggenheim?
Dude, what is good?
Not shit, you know, just been focusing on the garden. Cheers.
I respect your I appreciate and respect your wording.
Of course.
Wait, what do you word?
My man's a landscaper out here.
Yeah. Been laying a lot of pipe.
Hell no. Oh shit, got the Baby Gerg cam. The actual Baby Gerg cam.
Are you fixing the cam?
Do landscapers lay pipe? No, I think about it.
That's a plumber, I think, isn't it?
No, yeah, that's more of like a plumber pipe fitter type shit.
That definitely sounds like a plumber's job.
Trust me, I know what gardening is.
I'll be like, you know, de-weeding the lawn and shit like that.
Excuse me?
Oddly enough, no, I think I've weeded a couple times. Yeah.
You smoked at what's it called?
Oh my!
At the wedding. I remember your high ass walking around stumbling.
Oh my! That was fun. I spent like 30 minutes on a Discord call with some buddies talking about how the small dog nipped at me, even though like I know now that I'm conscious, I know exactly why.
Nick, can you talk real quick?
Yeah, what's up? What's up? I'm Nick. What's up? That's an accurate representation of me, by the way.
What? The picture?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's got it pretty good.
There we go. Alrighty. Anyways,
Baby Gerg with the flow. Damn,
I gotta get a haircut real bad.
Damn, Gerg, you got the flow going.
It's kind of out of control right now. Dude, my hair used to be like down to my back.
You actually had it that long? I don't remember that. Wesley Tan stole your look right after you cut your hair.
Oh my.
He's like, I want to do the same thing.
Anywho, everybody, what I was saying before Nick joined. So my thing with the whole files and all that, I believe that them bitches, they're never gonna fucking come out. Hands down, never ever gonna come out. And the reason being is because, I mean, let's think about it. We already seen that, you know, former Prince Andrew, that Jean dude from France or wherever, like all these different fucking high class or high ranking power, whatever you want to call it, individuals in all these different governments that would be implicated, that would then have to be extradited. How many of them would actually be extradited? And then the people's populations that would be over fucking raging about, bro, the fucking world political nightmare that would cause, it ain't happening.
I feel like that's with any high profile case, honestly. You're only going to see what they want you to see.
Basically.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt about it.
Nah, bro.
And I wish they'd release full ones. We would get a full reset of the whole world political scene.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Bro,
They would have to scrub
you
everybody.
get a new leader. You get a
Bro,
new leader.
fucking Oprah comes out of
God.
retirement just to fucking
Gerd
pass
for
out
president,
world
man.
leaders.
Oh.
God damn.
Bro, that'd be a wild
No,
one.
this country that was like peaceful as fuck. Yeah, you have a warmonger now. Well, you
someone-
guys have a.
Yo, if someone sees this before we fucking get nuked to oblivion, please animate what we just talked about there. Oprah just fucking giving out world leaders to fucking just new countries after they're all just fucking taken out.
Oh my. Oh God. Oh.
Oh my. So we had hit the fucking we had hit the files. We had hit. There was that other one that I said that would have been interesting to talk about.
Ice.
We hit ice.
We already did that.
What do you think about ice?
Move away from ice, damn it.
Nick.
God.
Nick, what do you think about ice? What's going on?
I think
For any
ice
ice
melts in
agents?
California.
Oh my. For any ice agents that may be watching the stream, I'm legal, I swear. Fuck it up.
No. I came from Guatemala, so I don't know, but that's besides the point.
Oh my. I was born in the USA, I swear.
Proclaim. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm
You may
seriously
hear the
serious.
name
Alright,
Antonio
so-
get thrown around. It's not mine.
Alright, so on a serious topic though, what you think about? Because I feel like you and I talked about it. Like, I mean, you support the idea, like you support the let's get rid of illegals, but you don't. If I recall correctly, you're not necessarily supporting the way that they're executing it at the current moment.
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of illegals, it's kind of like a tricky situation too. I mean, honestly, I feel like people that have like kids here and shit like that, they should be like, obligated to either take their kids with them or go through like a more like streamlined legal process possibly or something like that. But I don't think people should be giving them money, things like that, to that like nature shit like we were last presidency. But I don't even know.
To like illegals actually staying here, like how
Yeah, like we were actually giving
them.
and giving them cash basically, but or food or whatever. I don't think they should have any advantage here over anyone else that lives here, is my point. But to be able to live here, if they already have a life established here, I feel like that should be a streamlined process, a little bit more like easier for everybody like that. I feel like that would rile down a lot of like the other side that just strictly wants to have like illegals run amok through the country for some reason.
Sure. So you're more for granting amnesty to longtime residents.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can't be fucking immoral about it, but at the end of the day, they are criminals. So
No,
yeah.
well, I mean, okay. I mean, they're criminals in the regard of breaking the single law of coming into a different country.
it's not a single law. Would you sneak into
on.
Mexico? I mean, that's a bad example,
Bro,
but let's say Canada.
Yes, I agree,
Here's the
Nick.
thing. But it is a single law, because the single law that's being broken is, I mean, sneaking into a different country. But now, like, if they're following, to your point, Nick, if they've followed every single law in the world, and they've built themselves a good life, they've ended up having kids. I do believe that there should be, whether it's a streamlined type process or something to where it's a hell of a lot easier for them to be able to stay in the country. Now, when it comes to people that they're able to prove hands down that are criminals, or people who just kind of snuck in here a couple years ago haven't necessarily gotten themselves established, I recognize you're looking for a better place, and I want better for you, but do it.
That's not our do it legally. It's not our. Why should we be catering to everybody from like everybody's problem? Basically, let's just start like creating like let's just start making everybody else's issue ours from across the seas too. Let's just let's just make everything in the world our issue. Just just burden our entire lives with every problem that's going on. Like what the fuck? Like be fucking real. Be fucking real. Like it's not how it works.
I think I heard there's a large, like the majority of illegals that have been deported under Trump though did have criminal records. They even did say that there would be collateral. Like, hey, if you're illegal and you're near illegal, I mean, it makes it easier. Like, deport them both, I guess. Like, I mean, it only makes sense from a logistics standpoint.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we need to like clean the country up, but there's so many people that like want to empathize, like something that doesn't need empathy. It's not our job to create empathy. Okay, think about all the kids that are starving in different countries and shit, That's sad, but you're not sitting here complaining about that. You're worried about shit that's happening in our country. And like if they had a family, like I said, then that's fine, that's you streamline them unless they have like a criminal.
Nick, here's the thing. People are going to worry. Everybody around the world worries about our country and looks at our country because we put ourselves everywhere.
We're in our own country. It's cool to worry about our own country, but you're worrying about people that don't belong in our country is what I'm saying. If you're going to worry about people outside of our country, worry about the sick babies and children and like things that actually fucking matter, not people that need to have a better life because they live somewhere else. That's every third world country. That's every third world country. That's every person in a third world country. So let's just bring the whole world into America then. That's the fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, wait, I don't like. I already understand. Like, there's people here, and that's established, but that doesn't mean they just get to live here for free and like fuck the system. They're already fucking the system up. We have a system in place for a fucking reason, and they're fucking it up.
Wait, I thought you just said the ones who are established and have been established should be able to stay.
Yeah, they should be fine. They should be fine. But I'm saying that we have a system in place for a fucking reason. If people are coming into here, I'm just saying the overflow of them. I'm not saying the ones that have already been here, established, have kids, things like that. That's different. That's different. They shouldn't be here still, in my opinion, but they already got kids here and shit like that. That's different.
My opinion on that is that if you've been here for so long, you should have already went through the process of becoming a citizen.
That's how I see it too.
Hey,
exactly.
All right, hold on. I will say on the flip side of that, becoming a legal citizen is extremely hard, and I have the cliff notes to back that up. Like, and I'm not gonna, without airing anybody out, there's somebody that all three of us are very close to, who is one of the wealthier individuals in our friend group, whose family is one of the wealthier individuals in our friend group, and they weren't legal until 10 years ago. But they've been extremely wealthy, and I asked him why and everything, and he's like, bro, they've been trying since they got here. They've been fucking trying. It's just they finally were able to. If a wealthy family like them haven't been able to, and here's the thing, the town that we lived in, so that they lived in the town that we lived in, so recognize the money that was there. If they weren't able to gain citizenship that easily, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing you were saying earlier about like the Epstein Island and stuff, how we were saying like all this knowledge is gatekept and things like that. They probably intentionally have these systems so difficult to actually get citizenship in place for a reason, to some degree or another. This is all probably some orchestrated event, in my opinion. It's like nothing just comes like they made it hard for a reason. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm back.
Yeah. I know people that have as well that have went through the process, and it's taken a while for sure.
Actually,
I'm still like at the end of the day, regardless of how hard it is, they don't belong here unless they have a citizenship. That's the point. Like that's just the point blank period. Like we shouldn't be taking everybody outside the world into our country. Like go through the real process of getting in or don't come in. Like it's literally that fucking simple at the end of the day.
Yes.
All right.
It's a gate. It's a gate for a reason. There's a border for a reason.
The chat here in the voice channel, look at that. Just so you guys have a reference to who I was talking about.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. No, these things happen. You didn't meet him.
Process of it throughout that.
Like, wait, what'd you say, Greg?
I'm sure they were in the process of getting their citizenship as well, in their whole time being here.
That's another thing, though.
If someone were legal residents, it's not like they were illegal residents.
No, they weren't.
In their time here.
They were. He told me they were.
Yeah, see, the process of going about shit like that, I feel like to this point should be different. Like people like that, it should be acknowledged. If you didn't get your citizenship but you tried, that should be acknowledged. If you tried from the first day you entered the country, that should be acknowledged for
Yes.
like getting citizenship. From this point on, though, it shouldn't be. Because from this point, like not in this conversation, obviously, but if they actually made like a rule or a law or some shit, then from that point on, it shouldn't be considered because it's different. You know, they're trying to straighten these things up for a reason. Because we're having an issue.
Trying to do the legal route. Yes.
It's less about moralities and less about legalities, more about like criminals in our country. Literally, we can have like this is the reason we have Venezuelan fucking street gangs and shit. There's people just sneak the fuck in and they do whatever the fuck they want. And ICE wasn't doing shit until recently. But I mean, are they going overboard? Yeah. They're just shooting around their motherfuckers out of their cars and shit like that. I don't agree with any of that shit. That's a little different. We're not Russia, so.
I think that was a justified shooting, personally, by the angles.
I don't know. I don't actually watch the videos or any of that shit, to be honest with you.
We actually went over that. We actually went over that earlier, but we don't gotta go and go. We don't gotta go.
You're good. You don't have to go back. You don't have to go back into it.
Cliff Notes, it was justified.
Cliff Notes. It is like, I mean, to me, it's like it was. To me, it's still not. It wasn't justified because of a handful of reasons, but it's like with the way that our laws work in a court of law, he's going to be let off free, and I can't help but recognize that. But it's still a sad situation regardless.
Yeah, it is sad. I'm not denying that it's sad. But Buddy got smacked.
I mean, so is like it's an uncomfortable situation to change anything. People get so used to things. They have people here and shit like that. So it's for the whole legality situation and all the people that sympathize for it. They're just comfortable. They're just getting too comfortable with something that shouldn't be fucking comfortable, to be honest with you. That's how I see it.
What do you guys think about? I mean, I think a big part where this conversation is getting to is, I mean, what do you guys think of the right and left?
They're both fucked.
It's a one-party state.
They're both fucked. If you swing too far to any direction, you sound like a lunatic.
I definitely have conservative views, but I think the party system is faulted. I think they're all on the same team.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Different goals.
Same goals. Same goals.
What do you mean by?
Yeah, if you're talking about like the leaders, yeah.
What do you mean by same team?
Like it's all an illusion. Like they're all getting the same shit done. I mean, I guess the left prosecutes the right a little more when they're in power, but overall, like we have no say over it, and it's all just to help the wealthy, like every party, and not help the average citizen.
Like, that's real. They always like act like they're gonna try to do something for the American, and that's what this presidency kind of like got me looking at too, like Loki. Like, yeah, they made a lot of changes. They have the whole Project 2025 thing, but like 90% of it, a lot of people don't even like agree with. To be honest with you,
I was gonna say, do you agree with Project 2025?
No, not all of it. Some of it. I mean, you can look down the list. You definitely say there's somebody. You definitely find something you agree with if you go down the list.
Oh no, I was gonna say. I I can't say I believe in Project 2025 at all, like in terms of the entire plan. But yeah, no, I've seen the list. There are a couple things that it's like, oh yeah, no, I can recognize that.
Yeah, I can get on board with it. It was written by the Heritage Foundation. It was supposedly like Trump's plan for America. I don't know if it's 100% getting implemented really. I think it's more Agenda 47 that's getting implemented.
What's that?
It's what Trump actually put out here.
Is Agenda 47 some like martial law like shit?
I hope.
Why would you hope for that?
Nah, but dude, clean up this fucking country though already. Like,
everybody says that. Like we're like they want to stay free, but they also want to be Russia. You can't be both. You're either Russia or you're free.
I don't want to be Russia forever.
There's like a little bit of Russia until we can demolish the laws that we established.
Just a tad bit of Russia. Come on. Let me keep my guns. Let me like have my freedoms.
I don't even think they let you get guns in Russia, do they?
No, I don't know actually.
Anything that you can use to revolt, they won't let you have.
Special
Russians
citizens
own
can own
firearms.
guns, but under
Yeah.
strict regulations. Gotta be over 21, a whole bunch of other shit.
I mean,
I bet the license is probably harder to get out there than out here.
I don't even need a license. But
Actually, I take that back. I bet low-key you can get it just like walking in the store, taking a picture of yourself.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, I feel like it'd be easy as shit out there, to be honest with you.
Oh, what?
I feel like Russians know like two things, like fucking guns and vodka.
Where you at on my DMs? Damn, I
So
haven't
pretty
talked
much
to
the
you in
same
a
with
bit, man.
Americans.
It's been too long.
Guggenheimen. You didn't even wish me Happy New Year, you dick. You just read it?
I did.
You just read it. Oh, you did say it. You said it first. I'm lying. I'm a dick.
Yeah.
I'm such a fucking dick.
I'm like, Nick hasn't hit me up. Let's see.
Dismantle the deep state. Return to power. Blah, blah, blah. This sounds like a lot. Can you summarize it?
Ask
a whole lot of reading.
Grok to do that. It's 6 pages, dude. It'll take you like 5 minutes.
I know, I'm just so fucking lazy.
Yeah, bro. I don't want to go through all that.
Literally, that's so much. Make Grok summarize it and then read it out loud, Dylan.
It's 10 points, man. It's 10 bullet points. And then a little bit later.
True. I guess I can just read the bullet points. One day reissued 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to fire rogue bureaucrats, overhaul federal departments and agencies, firing all the corrupt actors in our national security, fundamentally reform FISA courts, ensuring the corruption is rooted out, establish truth and reconciliation commissions to classify all the publish all documents, deep state spying, censorship, and abuses of power, launch a major crackdown on government leakers who collude with the media to create false narratives, pressing criminal charges when appropriate, make every inspector
Yeah, do that. Come on. Why are they not
General's
doing criminal
office.
charges? Fucking.
It's like the general office independent from the departments they oversee and not became protectors of the deep state. This is all good shit.
Yeah.
I agree with everything I've read on that, Loki. That's all good shit. I'm not gonna read the other three because it's pretty much just the same shit. But yeah, big pharma. Ban federal bureaucrats from taking jobs at the it doesn't show me the rest of it.
How do you guys
What does it say? I'm taking jobs at the companies they deal with and regulate, such as big pharma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. Anyways, how do you guys feel about our overseas implications? Whether it be, I know we talked about Greenland a little bit. I know we definitely talked about Venezuela. Whether what our little thing, like talking about going over to Iran again. What do you guys think about that?
Honestly, I think we need to start like pulling out from shit, not sticking our nose in everything. We should have like bases in places and things like that, and like what do you call it, like American embassies and things like that and such. But like we should get our nose like a little bit more out of shit, unless it's like in something to prevent something and we're not escalating it, which it just seems like all we ever do is escalate shit. No wonder why the whole world hates us. We even hate ourselves. We even hate ourselves, damn, because we just.
God bless America. Oh, say can you?
Yeah, we're definitely close to like a civil war or some shit, in my opinion. I mean, damn, like now that I look at it, like it's definitely like some design flaw for sure. I don't think it's like the Roman policies and things like that to that degree, like the new Rome thing. I think it's like the leaders and shit. If you like really like take a step back, there's just too much shit going on. There's way too much shit going on.
I don't know. Do you think it's like? What do you think? There's someone pulling the strings behind America?
Like a shadow government?
Yeah, definitely. They have they actually have like this you can look into it. I don't really know exactly what it's called, but they have like these people that live in a mountain or something like that, and they don't really exit it unless they're entering it or exiting it, blah blah blah, whatever. Like they swap people out, but you have like a lot of people that live in this mountain or some area that's like really deep underground basically. It's like a nuclear proof thing or whatever.
Is it NORAD?
I thought you were talking about Cheyenne Mountain.
Did I see that from my window?
It might. I don't know what it is. It's something that's nuclear proof apparently, and they got a lot of government like officials and shit that live inside there and operate the country. Yeah, and they operate the country through that.
NORAD's right there.
Yeah. I feel like they probably run the country more than the people on the surface, to be honest with you. But I mean, at the same time, they could just be like some experimental fucking like backup plan. Like they don't have any authority on what's on the surface. I don't fucking know, man. I'm not like, see, no one will ever really know what's going on. That's the thing. Like, unless something got leaked, and a lot of shit does get leaked, but none of it really means shit, I guess.
Do we tread into the forbidden territory?
I feel like we're already there.
What is that?
We're on conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, brother.
Yeah, we're pretty conspiratorial.
Don't we know what
As long as
conspiracies we're
it's
not
not
covering?
about Iran or Israel, we're good. We can conspire against our own country, but not Israel.
God bless Israel.
God bless Israel. Don't say anything bad about Israel. The FBI will be hunting you. The FBI will be on your tail. Not
Shabbat
kidding.
shalom, brother. Shabbat shalom.
It's crazy that how that's a law.
Brother.
It's not a law, Nick.
It's
We
not a
looked
law.
this up before.
What was it? I forgot.
It's not a law, dude.
Bro,
It's
hold up.
literally
We did
not.
look it up.
Let's not
You
get
can
into
talk
Yeah,
shit
never
about
mind.
Israel.
Yeah, no laws over stream.
Let's not.
Yeah, that's shalom. That's shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Anyways, so free palace. I mean. So.
Let's change the subject.
You lost me.
Greg, what do you mean I lost you?
I mean, let's change the subject. Let's go.
No more haram. No more haram.
No, hold on. I think this is something that does indeed need to be. We won't go into like details about, anything deeper. We won't go into details about anything deeper, but no free Palestine?
I'm gonna go.
Honestly, they're both the same people. They're literally the same people, and they just diverged or some shit. They got the same DNA. They're the same people, just cultural differences. They just need to fucking shake hands. They just need to shake hands. Honestly, maybe move far away from their own countries for a while and then come back. I don't know. They kind of lost the right to live there from all the fighting, I think.
Palestine?
They need to simmer down. They need to simmer down is what they need to do. Yeah, I shouldn't be a politician though, but yeah. Yeah.
It's just
They need to move the fuck away in the same area and then come back or kill each other in that same area.
I mean, shit. All I know is
they're destroying their countries right
all
now.
I know is back in 2018 was when a lot of these strikes started from the opposite end, not Palestine, and it wasn't really a big thing. Nobody really knew too much about it because it wasn't necessarily it was boiling into what we found out a couple years ago. What we found out a couple years ago. Well, I'm never gonna fucking sympathize with the fucking actions of Hamas and things like that. They were fucking irrepressible, detestable actions. It's almost obvious, and it looks like at that point in time they were almost fucking freedom fighters, bro. Fucking, there was the last of them getting killed off, and they were just trying to fucking survive.
Yeah.
I think one
feel
of the
like that would happen anywhere. It just like probably since the media hit it, it got more attention or some shit.
Sure.
Not our media, but like.
No. It was our media hit it, and we took a side.
Oh, was that where this whole issue came from?
I think there's been fighting for a long time. I think the one thing that really started to spark it off was the music festival attack. I think there was a lot of emotion portrayed there, and it was a disgusting event. But I think that's why we, sided with Mossad pretty much.
Yeah.
I think we've been siding with Mossad for a long time though as well. I don't think it's anything new.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was one of the major turning points.
So, getting into some interesting topic area now.
This is just geopolitics at this point. Buckaroo.
No, 100%. But I mean, Do you? How do I word myself here? Where do you like your no.
Is that THCA getting you, buddy?
No.
Wish it was getting me. Where's my bees? I have no bees.
I'm trying to figure out how to word myself here without So, with this conflict in particular, you might be in support of Mossad and Israel.
I'm in support of America.
Would you say Israel has your unwavering support?
No, the America first. Americans first.
Okay.
I don't find it beneficial to be sticking my nose, nor my country nose, in other areas of the world, necessarily.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I don't know shit about it. All I know is they're the same people. They just need to make their differences up. It's just like some fucking area or this or that. Some just like some politics, whatever, fucking like rules in place and things like that. Yeah, they should change their own rules and shit like that. That should be their problem. I don't know why all of America's all riled up about something that's happening fucking millions of miles away. It's literally crazy, and it's been going on for like 2 or 3 years.
You know what?
If I looked into it, maybe I would know. Maybe I'd know, but I don't know.
Something that we didn't touch on, just to go back on some. Charlie Kirk.
What about Charlie?
Opinions, feelings.
About his murder or about his viewpoints?
Viewpoints, and whether, because even me being a supporter, there were some times where like I even fact checked him, and there were some things where it was like, all right, come on now, it's obvious that you're pandering for your crowd. So I mean, like, do you recognize that yourself as well, or are you like full on? Yeah, I mean, like, how do I word this? I recognize that Charlie was a great person in the regard of, like, while he might have gotten some things wrong, and it might have been for the essence of his brand and things like that, overall I think he was a great person and wanted to give people the platform to speak, and I do not think he deserved to die whatsoever. There's not really a but to that, other than
I was gonna say no buts to that. Like,
yeah, no, there's no but to that. Just to backpedal and say, I mean, like, to reinforce, it's like, while I don't agree with every single one of his viewpoints, it's like I can, and there's, you know, things obviously that I can fact check him on and things like that. It's like I can recognize the genuinity that he seemingly had as a person, and then you see a lot of these videos coming out today and things like that, of like when he was younger and all that, and like, you know, hanging out with like Candace Owens when they were younger, like in some random video with fucking Kanye, like when Kanye hadn't gone off the wall yet. Like, it's like, it's like, it's interesting. It's interesting.
You think? Wait, conspiracy. Do you think Charlie Kirk's the reason Kanye went off the wall?
All right, let's not even fucking ascertain whatever the fuck you just said.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Bro, I was about to do something, but
I wasn't onto something. I was on to something.
Let me send you a little clip here.
So I mean, I feel like, do you guys think that that kid did it? I know this is getting into conspiratorial territory, but just a question to be thrown out there.
No, honestly, I think some politician wanted him dead and had him signed off, and then that guy was like a scapegoat. I feel like there's many, many scapegoats around the world that they can just sign off anything and say that's what they did to a lot of people, and just put all the evidence there and say it was them, just plant it on them, just like how cops plant fucking drugs on people and shit and then ruin their lives. Like, what makes the FBI and CIA any better and less obligated to do things like that? I mean, it's morally obligated, yet less obligated, but they don't give a fuck about that. They're trying to get results.
What do you
That's
think,
all they care about.
What do you think, Baby Gerg?
Until proven otherwise, I think he probably committed the act. But I don't think he did it alone.
Do you guys are there any fingers that you guys would point directly at?
Mossad.
What? Really?
No.
Honestly, dude, it could be anyone. Trump could have wanted him dead.
For
the reasons I don't know, but I don't know. Because, dude, he could be trying to start a civil war for all we know, honestly. Not to go back to that, but
You think
Yeah.
you think there's
I think
evidence at all? You think there's evidence at all that whether I mean how both your ideas out there that Trump could have or that Mossad could have?
evidence, probably not. Just gut feelings, really. Not really saying it's Trump though, but you know what I'm saying.
I really don't think he was acting alone. But I think
Yeah, I don't think he
committed
was
the
acting
act.
alone. Yeah, I don't think he was acting alone. He could have committed it. Same with the Trump shooter, but like this is why I say these things. All these shooters coming out, you know what I'm saying, and they're all like
Well,
the same.
I guess
They're
what?
groomed.
Well, I guess what you would want to break down the most probable thing of like what who's the most probable to want Charlie Kirk actually dead? What was he doing his last couple of days of life? Was he who was he like what was his speeches about? What were his whose podcasts were he on? What was he? You know what I mean? Dude,
Yeah. It takes one sick individual though to do any of these things. So like to say that it's like the government behind it and they're just trying to aim for a civil war is really, really out there. Really out there. It's just there's so much shit going on in the last couple of years.
It's like if it was
Every
that kid, okay, whatever. It's just like, bro, I wish you would tell us the real story because it's just the story itself seemed just so fucking weird as to how the kid managed to fucking pull that off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all shady too. Like you see someone climbing down from the building, but it's all shady. You can't really make out their face and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very twas a sad time. Twas a sad thing to happen.
Yeah. I don't think
Rest in
any
peace.
politician should die for just being a politician. Maybe put in jail for the rest of their life, but that's different.
I wouldn't even say he was a politician.
Charlie didn't deserve that. He was just a public speaker.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, public speaking is a whole other thing. That's different. Nobody should even go to jail for that at that point. That's different.
He was definitely a political
Bro,
speaker.
did they scrub this Kanye clip? What the hell?
What happened?
I can't say right here.
Yeah. There's a
He
lot
got
of
banned
Kanye
from
things you
Twitch
can't
within
say.
7 minutes.
Yeah. You even mentioned the name Kanye and you got Twitch mods watching your chat.
Oh shit, my viewers spiked 5 people.
Fucking Kanye.
Yo, I wonder if you
I actually enjoy Kanye.
I wonder if you say the J word, if that'll just fucking like spike my fucking viewer feed with Twitch moderators real quick.
Jesus?
No. I mean,
God bless.
What was Jesus? No, just kidding.
I mean, Jesus would have technically been one of these.
Oh?
Oh yeah.
Greg gets it.
Took me a second.
No.
Like it's a 3-letter word, right?
3-letter word.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I found it. Okay, I'm sending this to you next 5 seconds.
I'm scared.
Are you still a bit lost, Cal?
I feel like it's gonna play back through my mic. Yeah. Oh shit. Yo, I can't mute it. I hope it's not loud. Okay, hold up. Let me mute myself.
If I start making noise, try it out.
I was trying to. Here, I'll just mute myself.
Oh my. Oh shit. I mean, that seems kind of like a wrap. Honestly, what I'd like to do is like, I mean, I think we could do a episode dive a bit into conspiracies, keep up with, I mean, current things. you know, just kind of make this
It's
Every
better than
now and then thing.
arguing with someone. I'll tell you
I
that.
know,
I don't
right?
like
Just
arguing.
yeah.
I don't even know your views, dude. I don't know if you agree with me or disagree with me, but thank you for not yelling at me, pretty much.
Oh, I mean, bro, that's the best way to go about things like this. Even if I don't agree with you, I mean, it's so what? It's like, and then there's certain things that I'm sure I could weigh to where it's like that would be particularly hot topics that I just would want to bring up. And even that, I mean, it's like for the most part, I'm completely in the center. But I mean, for Twitch's sake, I know there's certain topics that I wouldn't want to bring up that I'm sure you might may or may not allow me with.
Honestly, bro, Twitch gonna shadow ban your ass for even bringing up politics in general. You
Yeah,
think?
you're not Asmongold. You're not
Yeah.
Hassan.
If you were them, you could say whatever the hell you want, still under guidelines, but you're gonna get shadow banned, and you.
No, I was
I
looking
don't
into
even.
it. I'm good.
Okay, I don't give a shit. No, that's different. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like people are more willing, like on the outside, looking in, are more willing to hear a bunch of fucking shit about conspiracies and shit like that, even if they're outlandish as fuck, talking about aliens and fucking Mayans and shit like that, than they are about hearing our own country's politics. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of Americans don't give a fuck about that, like myself included, when it comes to shit outside of the country, but we're still involved in. And still a lot of the shit that happens here. I don't watch the videos and shit. I just hear the stories, and I'm like, good enough. Get like a breakdown on it. I don't need to know everything. That's how I feel. But I'm still interested in it though, so it's different. Like we got so many fucking Americans out here. They're so like, man. They get an idea and they stick with it. Basically, they're not willing to hear the other side or even think about the other side or anything like that. Like.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of like probably how they feel about us, because they're like, but they have families. But I literally said that like the people with families should stay and like be like streamlined. So what's your point? The criminals should stay too. Like see, and they would still like somehow try to fucking validate that and try to make that shit like normalized in some fucking form or another. It's fucking weird.
Do you agree with anchor babies?
I don't know what the hell that is,
Oh,
but
I
that's
know what
kind
you're
of
talking
like.
about. Let's just not even talk about that.
That's a fine topic. What do you mean? That's like on the same lines as immigration.
That's off
Wait.
Twitch's guidelines, probably.
No.
Oh, is it?
No, Asmon talks about it.
But he's on the top. You know, he ain't getting shadow banned.
That means he's held under more scrutiny. More people are clipping his stuff. More people are reporting him. You know.
But isn't that just where they come here, have a kid, and they quote unquote can't get deported?
Their child can't because it's technically.
Yeah, the
technically a
child
US
is born in
citizen.
America. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
the
so
only like
American soil.
qualification is to be born in America, basically, as far as like instant qualification.
One of the things is I think that did really come around like during slavery times. So, you know, children of slaves could technically be American citizens, or
Yeah.
like maybe it was like after slavery, something of the sort. I have to look up the exact time frame, but yeah, that's when that came into place.
This is my thing, right? And I wish more people would think like this, right? If my life sucks, sure, you know, at least it used to, or it's not that great now, but like, do you see me wanting to move to Canada to fix that issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, because our government and our politics and our people obviously don't get along. You see me trying to move into Canada to fix these issues? No, I stick with my country and I stick with my problems and I fix it here. And that's what a lot of these foreigners aren't doing. They're coming with their shitty issues, their shitty attitudes, their shitty values. They're coming here and they're fucking our country up. Not all of them, and like not the ones with the families that are coming here for legitimate reasons. I'm not saying all of them, but let's say even the ones that want to rip off of our economy and then run back out and then use all the. That's usually what they do. They come here, make a bunch of money, and then leave, and then go fucking be rich in their country. Like. They
Send a
didn't.
lot of money back
You
home.
reap what you sow, right? You reap what you sow. You're just gonna let everybody come in and take everything that we grew. You know what I'm saying? Things that we made, opportunities that we had. but we're giving to everybody else for no reason. You're creating a different market, you know, and you guys question why the prices are raising in fucking grocery stores and all this other shit. No, it's a more vast issue than that, but still. We could have solved this all ourselves, honestly. Even back in the 70s when shit was more expensive and shit like that. Like America was literally run like on family-owned businesses, not corporations and shit like that. If we need to do anything, we need to stop the monopolization.
America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, is this a topic I can't get into?
No, I don't care.
Okay, I was scared. Yeah, no.
We are owned by Amazon, right?
I don't know what the fuck we're owned by. We probably are owned by Amazon or a bunch of other conglomerate companies. That's the issue. It's
Twitch
like fucking Disney buying everything, all these other people buying everything. This is the shit we should be worrying about, but we're letting it go under our nose and focusing on fucking Palestine and other countries and shit like that. When we should be worrying about the mega conglomerate corporations that are just buying
Brother
everything.
Mid-country name.
On the bright side, the recent executive order banned like
Yeah, I didn't want to tread that water.
Banned corporations from buying up houses. I don't know if you saw that. That's a pretty big one.
What did they do? They stopped what from buying houses? You know, China tried to buy farms out here already. Like we have other countries that own like land out here and do shit like that. But we just found out about one and shut down a bunch. That was like 2 years ago.
Stopping Wall Street from competing with Main Street home buyers.
I mean,
is the recent executive order signed 2 days ago.
Homes and land and things like that in other countries.
Buying an Omeo home is blah, 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 blah. It's pretty much stopping large corporations like BlackRock from buying up a shit ton of houses, which is very good.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'll give credit where credit's due.
I really don't think illegals should be what we worry about as far as economy and like honestly, as far as like importance in the scale of things, I'd put it like on the bottom of the list. It's important, but it's on the bottom of the list. Things we really need to focus on is shit like that. That's the shit we need to pay attention to, because the fucking illegals aren't gonna fucking ruin our economy. If anything, they'd strengthen it, honestly, to some degree or another, or something like that, because we would realize different prices that we'd have to set based on different standards and shit like that, right? The thing is, we'd kick them out and then realize we have to change the prices or whatever to adjust this thing and then whatever. It would make more sense, but it would make more sense for an American life kind of a thing. That's how I'd see it.
Here, I'll send this to y'all.
That's the shit we need to focus on, though. We need to get we need to get corporations shouldn't have so much power, is my point, right? Because then they just have like an influence just from having lawyers at that point. Because they could take people to 10-year-long fucking court battles and shit like that. Like, that's the issue. And we're focusing on fucking shit that makes such a small dent. That's my whole point on why it's a cover show, just like the Epstein thing. And why we're possibly in the midst of possibly having a civil war and things like that, because it's like, what direction are we actually headed? You know what I'm saying? I should not be a politician, bro. I'm gonna get shot. Get me off this shit.
Bro, it's because our fucking presidents, every single president since what? Honestly, Trump is sad as it is. All the presidents during their debates, during all this shit, decide to point fingers and save face, instead of explaining why your idea is wrong, my idea is better, and trying at least even if you're still being masqueraded as a puppet, at least on your face, trying to be a betterment for the American people. We haven't seen that with any of the candidates since Trump first tried to run.
Trump tried to scratch the surface of that. He showed us what to look for, but he is not it, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. He's just another puppet being pulled by other strings. That's my whole point. I mean, like, realistically, I mean, maybe he tried. You know, maybe he had some right values somewhere down the line, maybe some wrong ones down another line. But
I think his intentions are good. I think it's really hard in the system that he's put in.
Yeah. I'd like to say that, but like, I'm not gonna say everything the man's doing is the most agreeable shit. Everyone's a sinner in this fucking country, and they all have their own.
Dude, all I'm saying is Gurgi 2032. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. We need one of the homies.
Bro, you gonna run for president, Gurg?
No, Probably local. I'm not gonna run for president.
Gerg,
I would never run for
Yeah, you
president.
gotta start your way up the
Bro.
tree type shit, at least with that.
Baby Gerg, get yourself into politics. I'd vote for you. You can make me your vice.
No.
Vice.
What do you
Yo.
what do you mean, no?
You never get anything done having a homie work for you in the fucking that square shit.
Bro, thought we
It'd
wouldn't
be
get
unprofessional.
bro,
I don't know.
bro, thought we wouldn't get everything done, bro.
Gurgle's 2032, man.
Bro, Gerg.
Gurgle Ravashankar.
Well,
That's
Gerg, if you're not gonna if I'm not vice, at least put me on the cabinet. You know I'm gonna get shit done.
I'll
He
call
will
you
get
up.
shit done.
I'll call you up, you know.
No, that sounds like janitorial services.
You can mow the lawn. Shit.
No.
Nah, bro, just make me the director of the FBI.
Never.
Bro, sitting there. Bro, honestly,
Okay,
that'd be the I could do probably any other position besides that, because I would just be I'd start hearing these secrets like, I knew it! I knew it! Yeah.
Leak it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get me.
Fucking A.
I'm
Yeah,
probably too close to the money, bro. I don't even want to be speaking those views. My conspiracies are too good for Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's scary.
You think you're?
Because what if I'm right? What if I'm right? And then you know, I sound like a madman. You're probably right. But like, what if you got like a lot of views and like you got a lot of attention and a lot, you know?
Well, here's the way that you just worded yourself right there. You sound like a madman for anything you're about to say.
All right, good. I'm good and I'm clear. I'm in the clear, guys. I don't need to take my my Tylenol.
Brother just
Are
says.
you a pregnant woman?
Brother just
Shit.
says the most outlandish thing any of us have ever heard.
Man,
You. I was
I'm
about
not
to
getting
say,
another one.
the
These
way
are fucking hitting though.
the way you said fucking, you guys ready and everything, seemed like you were about to just go into something fucking dastardly.
You talking about me or Gerg? I thought Gerg was about to do something dastardly. Okay, see, I'm so out of the fucking loop now, right?
I just chugged that beer.
I saw this mind control, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. They've been putting fluoride in our water and things like that, you know? So, like, everybody's losing
They're turning
their
the
mind.
frogs gay.
They're turning
Damn
the
it, I
fucking
was gonna say
frogs
that.
gay. They're shrinking our pineal glands, right? That's the main objective. So nobody has intuition anymore. Intuition is the real enemy in the eyes of the government.
Let me make sure.
I'm gonna get shot for saying that alone. I'm done talking. I'm done talking.
You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit.
That was crazy. I forgot my soundboard isn't muted.
That was
kind of good though. I'm not gonna lie. Got the
Gotta bring out the
strong
good
arm
vibe,
emoji
yeah.
for it and everything. That was crazy.
That was funny as fuck though.
Hi, Pupper.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
No.
did you piss? No, you
Your
just.
conspiracies are definitely a bit out there.
They're so crazy, but like, if I was on the money, they would not want me speaking a platform. Like, they would not want me.
Yeah,
They would
Yeah,
not
no,
want me there. But no one's gonna believe me either. No one, like, they wouldn't have like there definitely wouldn't be like 1 million people riled up like
here's the
behind my
thing.
views. So
Here's
think
the thing. You have circumstantial evidence to where it's like, and it's hard to find concrete evidence for a lot of other theories, but it's like when it's like, I'm more prone to believe your MK Ultra type theories to where like secret government fucking cover-ups or things of that nature, because it's like I said, MK Ultra was declassified, like different things of that nature, like to where that's more believable. I mean, like, and I mean,
that's my point.
even me, where it's like I believe in aliens and how like could even believe, and I probably do believe they visited here. I totally recognize if people don't, because it's like, bro, that's something that you can't fucking prove at all. You can say about the UFOs, but if you know if you don't necessarily care about that side of things too much and don't listen to all that stuff,
Doubt.
you would just kind of see the government, reports about UAPs coming out, them being declassified, and it's just kind of, and then the new American fucking spy plane that's like anti-gravitational or whatever the fuck it is. It's like it's like the humans are just kind of be like, oh, so that's just kind of us now. They're not even. I mean, people aren't gonna attribute it to aliens necessarily anymore.
Yeah, my belief is since AI's out, I know we're not living in the year 3030, but like we're close, kind of, not really. Like the AI, right? It's scary, right? So if like, the government used AI to scrub the internet to see what people talk about, and then they find me with my outlandish views, and they're like, "Oh, he's close. He's too close. Let's shoot him." Bam, I'm dead. Or I'm like the next target, like ploy fall guy kind of thing. Which there's no reason I should be a fall guy, because like I am a butterfly, dude. I don't want to fucking.
Nick got shoved down a flight of stairs. Fucking. Fucking took a blade to his throat and fucking shot himself twice in the back of the head. Ruled a suicide.
No, like some crazy shit though, like all at the same time is like fucking doing something else dastardly.
Bro,
I don't want to give
bro,
examples.
Here's the thing, bro. No, bro. This is gonna be an old conspiracy theory, like one that dude's dead and probably, like, not even probably, everybody involved is hands down passed away, and it's one that kind of I learned down here where I live, right? Lived, sorry. Fucking, but so over in this town, there's this very famous traveler that traveled from east to west, you know, when the Louisiana Purchase was purchased, him and his partner with an Indian. You guys know who I'm talking about?
Sacagawea.
Who were the two dudes with her?
Well, Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. So Meriwether Lewis, where he had died and everything, it's a wild story, bro. So I looked into it and found out that he had rented some motel room or whatever, right? And he had gone to the motel room and like real late in the night and everything, or it might have been like a bit earlier in the night. I forget. It had to have been late in the night because they didn't find him until the next morning. But the motel keeper or whatever and her daughter, if I recall the story correctly, had heard 2 gunshots, and when they found his body the next morning, they found 2 gunshots in him, and there's reports that he had stabbed himself in the stomach as well, and if I recall, some with his throat as well. I know for certain it was the whole the stomach thing, and it was reportedly, so there were like some conflicting results with that, but it's like just such a wild thing sitting there. Meriwether Lewis last day was just fucking shrouded in mystery because they ruled it as suicide. 2 shots to the head and a stab wound to the stomach, allegedly.
She definitely got murdered.
Like, bro. And then that begs the question, what did Meriwether Lewis know that warranted that treatment? Like, bro, what?
Yeah, literally. Like 2 shots is excessive. You die from the first one. You ain't gonna shoot yourself a second time. There ain't no way that's a suicide. So like the cops were involved, so they knew about it. They knew about the people at least that did it because they were scared. Yeah.
This dog, man.
That's the reason. Like, so to finish my conspiracy, just because it's like it was pretty much already almost done. They just like things like the bunch of all these shooters happening at the same time. It's like all these things almost create these archetypal kind of American things that are kind of, I don't know how to describe it other than archetypal, but it's like it's too coincidental to be a coincidence to have all the same things just happening over and over and over and over again is my point, right? So you look at it and it just like it reflects control basically. Like every president always says they're going to do all these changes. How many of them actually do those changes? Why? I mean, being a president is probably a hard job. Yeah, and probably making all these laws do probably take more time than it takes, right? Or whatever. Or you get distracted by all these other political problems or whatever the fuck, right? But it's still, in my opinion, it's more than that. Like, there's probably reasons they can't come up with certain laws at certain times. You know, they could probably win their fucking presidencies or whatever. But I feel like it's all just a puppet thing, kind of at the end of the day. Whatever actually controls the country, probably what isn't the people, isn't the president. It's probably the richest motherfuckers at the top of the line, like the corporations and things like that, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Like, I think that's probably what's really controlling America, because the people that have the most money have the most power, if I've learned anything. So you'll really never know what's going on, and that's the reason our entire agenda is to be focused on fucking such tiny things. So maybe it wouldn't be the CIA that would be killing me at this point, but like a little Disney fucking Mickey Mouse comes up behind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta look out for Mickey Mouse, bro. Thanks for that.
Sitting there just, haha, you know too much, bitch.
Yeah, bro, they did this shit in Family Guy. This shit's been predicted.
You're looking out for the corporation hitmen.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know when you start seeing
they're out to get me now.
You know when you start seeing them fucking walking mascots, it's over with. Don't go to Chicago anytime soon.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't. Damn. Well, my job is not to sit here and educate people, so I'm not really too much about sharing things.
Well,
that kind of slipped out my mouth. I hope they don't hate me for it. I don't know what to say. They're like, I'm not coming after you. I don't care what you do. I'm just trying to make my own money and then maybe garden a bit or something. I don't fucking care.
Wild conspiracy, everybody. We had a very constructive conversation till it kind of got derailed there. I hope everybody enjoyed that. We're gonna be hoping to come back with different things like this. Like I said, maybe do a straight conspiratorial episode. Maybe end up doing a second part to this if more bigger events happen. But it was kind of the official first episode, and I don't know who will be here next time. It could end up being a revolving door of who comes in, who doesn't come in with the cast. But if these guys end up wanting to stay, they can end up staying, of course. But hell yeah, everybody!
God bless the United States of America.
Damn it.
God bless.
Hell yeah.
Good night.
Good night.